and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with me, SUCHITRA Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Meeting of Kuki and Meitei communities for the first time in New Delhi on April 5 to find an end to ongoing conflict. NPP leader Yumnam Joykumar questions government why massive rallies allowed, withdrawing commandos from Churachandpur and letting free hands to village volunteers. Uripok Apunbalop demands clarification from NPP leader Yumnam Joykumar over remarks on social media about Meitei community and village volunteers. Manipur has been a dumping ground for refugees since the beginning, leading to demographic changes, asserts ex-Chief Minister Biren. MPCC Chief Spokesperson Hareshwar Goswami urges delimitation process based on accurate census data. Manipur closes financial year 2024-25 with improved fiscal health, plans stronger economic push in 2025-26. And Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh announces government making efforts to enhance quality of government schools, bringing them on par with private institutions starting this year. And now we have the news in detail. In a significant development for ending the conflict in Manipur, organizations representing the Kuki and Meitei communities are likely to meet for the first time in New Delhi on April 5 in order to find an end to the ongoing conflict. The meeting has been called by the Ministry of Home Affairs MHA to discuss the issues for finding a solution. On Tuesday, Kuki organizations met at Kangpokpi in Manipur, in which it decided to send a delegation for the meeting on April 5. Meitei organizations have also been invited. The Kuki-Zo Council, an apex body of the Kuki-Zo organizations, on Tuesday decided to present its demands in the meeting. Its demands include opposition to the center's move for free movement of the Meiteis through the Kuki-dominated areas and to announce a ceasefire up to 1 year to facilitate talks regarding their demand for a separate administration. Meitei organizations, however, has not yet made their decisions regarding the meeting public. Sources said the Meitei groups are likely to press for an NRC to detect the illegal Chin Kuki migrants and abrogation of the suspension of operation agreement with the Kuki insurgent groups. A day after former Chief Minister Biren engaged in war of words with Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, NPP National Vice President Yumnam Joykumar took to X account and expressed disappointment over Biren for dragging late PA Sangma's name into Manipur crisis. Terming the statement of Biren baffling and unfortunate, Joykumar maintained that the video of PA Sangma dates back to 2014 and has no connection with Meitei Kuki conflict. While maintaining that NPP never backed Kuki land, Joykumar refuted to the claim made by Biren that BJP alone played crucial role in demanding for ILP. He added that the ILP was approved after an all-party delegation met Union Home Minister Amit Shah, where NPP played a key role. While accusing Biren of letting the ongoing crisis spiral into communal strife, Joykumar questioned why government allowed massive rallies, withdraw commandos from Churachandpur and giving free hands to village volunteers. Joykumar further maintained that the crisis was fueled by the failure of Biren-led government in protecting lives and property of the people. In the past, Joy Kumar also raised various questions as to who let Kuki immigrants from Myanmar settle in Tengnoupal to aid BJP MLAs such as Letpao Haokip and SS Olis win elections. Meanwhile, Oripok Apunbalup and Oripok Nupi Apunbalup have condemned National Vice President of NPP Yumnam Joy Kumar for a post on X that allegedly tarnishes the image of Arambay Tengol. Speaking to media in this regard, General Secretary of Oripok Apunbalup Samom Dhruba condemned the NPP leader for dragging the name of Arambay Tengol while targeting the previous NBIDIN-led BJP government. He also demanded clarification from Joy Kumar in this regard.
Mangjil Thana Sumtoiba, Punwaka, Isin Nausing, Sasing, Nausing, Go, Sokapayaba, Adumba, Wapam Sing, Kamakpa, Asinamaram, Odaga, Egoi, Vipum Gudimaki, Apamda, Paisau of Wapokpa, Adum Wapam Sing, Agoi will be days in the Sibu, Landbayaba, Wapam. Haibadi, Lebaksigi, Wairagi Pipamsi, Karamba Matanga, Karamum, Hokibano, Haibadi, history, Kangaga, Wari Kangaga, Sapsana, Kangaga, Haibirako, and Magadi, Yam the Fagani, Haiba, Wahum Natabada, Ileba Iram, Naku, Sotoga, Loriba, Arambai Tengol Gumba, Tamadi, Manipuri, Mutation, Sibu, Nakwa Sembada, Todang Loriba Kunakwa, Isin now Sing Masi, Sokayaba, Wahum Sing, any NPP voice, BJP voice, any political party, Pudamakna, Haidu Wahum Se, Amata, Hamirakanu.
Former Chief Minister NBIDIN has claimed that thousands of refugees were settled in the state since 1960s with the knowledge of the authorities, and those people were provided assistance for rehabilitation. In a lengthy post on X, NBIDIN questioned whether Manipur has been a dumping ground for refugees from the very beginning. In the post, BIDIN further claimed that documents revealed the presence of over 1,500 families who had crossed over and were provided assistance for rehabilitation. This wasn't some isolated event. There were multiple letters from MPs, government departments, and refugee associations, all pointing to the presence of a large number of refugees in Manipur. Referring to one such letter that was written by Paukai Haokip, the then Member of Parliament from Manipur, and addressed to K.C. Pant, Minister of State from Home Affairs, and BIDIN maintained that the letter explicitly acknowledged the presence of over 1,500 refugee families who had already been settled in Manipur by 1967. He also questioned the whereabouts of that refugee families, whether they have been integrated, how many generations have grown since then, and were they eventually granted full rights and electoral rights. NBIDIN also asserted that silence is no longer an option, and we cannot afford to watch quietly as a historical issue with far-reaching consequences continue to shape our present and our future. It is time to revisit this chapter and not to assign blame, but to understand what happened, reflect on its implications, and chart a fair and balanced path forward. Manipur government has successfully maintained fiscal discipline in the financial year 2024-2025, significantly reducing its overdraft and ensuring efficient treasury operations. The financial year began with an overdraft of 123 crore rupees and Ways and Means advance of 248 crore rupees on April 1 of 2024. However, by the end of the year, the Ways and Means advance was brought down to just 23 crore rupees, marking the lowest amount availed since 2017-2018. Notably, the government did not avail any overdraft in February and March 2025, and Ways and Means advance was used only on 3 days in March. The Finance Department also ensured a smooth financial closure, with Treasury operations concluding at 9 p.m. on March 31st, well before the Reserve Bank of India's midnight cutoff time. The state government disbursed 19,775 crore rupees through treasuries during the financial year, including 3,394 crore rupees in March alone. Manipur received an all-time high 1,926 crore rupees in central assistance in March, mainly for CSS scheme for special assistance to state for capital investment SASCI and other central schemes. Additionally, the Ministry of Home Affairs sanctioned 217 crore rupees for relief and rehabilitation of displaced persons, while 169 crore rupees was allocated under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana PMAY Grameen for rural housing. With the Manipur Appropriation Act for vote on account budget receiving the President's assent on March 20 of 2025, the state government aims to sustain financial discipline and drive economic recovery. The government also ensured timely disbursement of salaries and pensions, with plans to release monthly payments by the first working day of each month starting July of 2025. Manipur Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh has called for sincere commitment in uplifting the standard of government schools on par with private schools in the state. Meritorious students from government schools who bagged positions in high school leaving certificate examination and higher secondary school leaving certificate examination were felicitated under incentive award scheme during a function that was organized by Department of Education S at Auditorium of Manipur State Film Development Society today. Speaking further in the program, Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh lauded the incentive award scheme, which was initiated by government in 2018 to encourage government school students. He also urged teachers and education department to make every possible effort to allow the growth of government schools and to produce more meritorious students. During the program, cash rewards were presented to position holders from commerce, science, and arts streams.
I extend my heartiest congratulations to the 58 students, 47 who are present here, and 11 who have joined us in the video conference. And I'm also happy to mention that out of these 58 people, 45 are from the schools covered in the School Public Health Mission. That's again a program launched by the government. The hard work done by the teachers who guide the students day in and day out. It shows that students all over the state are bright. They are just striving to achieve excellence. These are the minds who will tomorrow become our leaders, who will guide all of us, the next generation to come also. The award recipients are our torchbearers of tomorrow, who will be lighting the way with the hard work, curiosity and brilliance. The more you work, if not tomorrow, if not immediately in the future, there will be a time when your hard work will be rewarded. The students in particular always remember two questions: how and why. Anything being told to you by teachers, you should always question that, whether it is right, how is it, why is it. That will enable your curiosity, your mind to flourish further and achieve brilliance in the future.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC Chief Spokesperson Hareshwar Goswami has called for delimitation exercise based on accurate census data. Speaking to media at Congress Bhavan today, Hareshwar Goswami said, as per Census 2001, 3 districts in Manipur show abnormal high growth rate, and various CSOs, political parties had filed PIL at Guwahati High Court Imphal bench in connection with irregularities in 2001 census. Speaking further, Hareshwar Goswami said the delimitation exercise can be deferred according to Section 10 of Delimitation Act 2002 in case of challenges on law and order situation and security of India. He urged relevant authority to conduct delimitation exercise only after inconsistency in 2001 census get resolved. Vice President of MPCC Senjam Vidyapati, General Secretary Administration S. Jiten, Vice Chairman of MPCC Legal Cell Department, and Spokesperson Rabi Khan attended the press meet.
Congressna hariba laiba delimitation sigi matangda 22001 gise masi akoigi proportionate oidaba khotaba se yam changa chahi kun hena fight tawdana thengna lakpanina akoina masigi chang ses khudam oina harbada akoigi moyang tem oken drone president oingade iramba chang mayam lei akoigi honorable shared leader okram ibo bina mana palamba mana purumba period ayam bo ibanina ondage akoina khangadaba thigadaba mana sukida takpigadaba haidar tisi lei smai to si mayam se koi amutang matam kitang changani dana koi mathangi tawwa meeting da mafam matam chabada koi yaujage handaki oina di koi khajitang matam ji khuyona re koi da hajana adwaina yaugidabani masida koi na karimata adu adagi wa kaimta leite for the last 20 years Congress have been fighting for this delimitation to 2001 te chumthuga tawbiu habado aduda koi fight tawga lapani masida koi mayam kana bu matharana adu ada haibana chingba adugumba mata leite mafam matam chabada
6 students organization of Manipur, including MSF, Desam, KSA, SUK and AIMS, have vehemently opposed against delimitation exercise in the state. Addressing a joint press meet held today at the office of AIMS located at Kwaikaithel, its coordinator Ningthaujam Dhanakumar Maitai pointed out that a PIL had been filed at Guwahati High Court in connection with the errors found in 2001's census report of Manipur, besides constituting a committee by a state cabinet meeting in 2023 to verify the census report. He continued that the committee later detected unnatural growth of population in various subdivisions after thorough examination, while emphasizing that ex-Chief Minister N. Biren Singh had also declared about removing around 75,000 voters from electoral list. Dhanakumar demanded not to include Manipur in the upcoming delimitation exercise.
Chingi lamchingda tongan ba koigi mafam singda hoji shudum 2020 da matamugi chief minister biramba ringong thomam biren na magna mek seng na press na media da koigi 70,000 voters sing delist away habagi adugi pora musu lai khaban habtar aduna koigi ain kaina changsalakpa koigi illegal immigrants sing na india gi tongan ba ai card paishalakanda haiba ka singduna koigi khudong chaba lawrakanda makoi da ain kaina makoi khudong chaba khargi damakta voter list da hapsalakanda haiba yamna thina tamthira unnecessary growth oiba voter list da mayam ma chansalakanda aduna marum warakanda koigi delimitation tawba matamda manipur da yamna tangdu laita daba yamna nungai taba yamna sathiba situation na morak payai maram aduna delimitation gi process asi manipur generi tawba yaroi aibo ji mai lup taw ki mai gadi thamjage aduga koina hariba delimitation process tawba yaro habagi masigi sabsaba koigi details oi ba haiba tare aduga mayam punna koigi delimitation gi kari maram gi tawhaloi dri no haibagi adu khangmin bagi adugi lup taruk na koi awareness campaign chathara kanda makhata na koina delimitation tawna bagi changsalakliba khongthang asi dai koigi lamjam masigi mai roi khunai amati tongan ba koigi lamjam masigi koi peoples ko koigi prajaga tanara kanda masigi chapchaba achep phirep amagaloina na hariba delimitation process tawba yaro habagi adugi makhata ba steps sing makhata na changsalakani.
Kangleipak Minority Welfare Organization KMWO has asked the MLAs of the state to work courageously in social causes. In a press release, the organization denounced that the existing MLAs of ruling parties are almost similar to dumb people, while adding that their failure to unite and form a popular government in the state has shattered the expectations of the general public. It further questioned when the MLAs will work towards rehabilitating the internally displaced persons and address the pangs of those families whose near and dear ones have been killed in the crisis. While urging the MLAs to save Manipur by forming a popular government at the earliest, KMWO went on to ask the union government to halt delimitation process until an effective NRC has been conducted in the state. Professor W. Chand Babu Singh has taken charge as the new Vice Chancellor of Dhanamanjuri University, DMU, today. Teachers of Dhanamanjuri University, DMU, organized a reception program of Professor W. Chand Babu Singh. It may be mentioned that Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala appointed Professor W. Chand Babu Singh as the new Vice Chancellor of DMU in an order issued on March 8. Professor W. Chand Babu will hold the position of Vice Chancellor for a tenure of 5 years or until he attains the age of 70 years. Over 10,000 people from Ukhrul and Kamjong districts took out a protest march at Ukhrul town, demanding reintroduction of free movement regime FMR and to put on hold the construction of border fencing at the Naga areas. After the rally, a public meeting was also held at Ukhrul headquarter ground, and a memorandum outlining their demands was also submitted to Prime Minister of India through Deputy Commissioner of Ukhrul by Tangkhul Nagalong and NGOs of Ukhrul and Kamjong districts. The public meeting was participated by leaders from various Naga tribes, including Naga Hoho, United Naga Council, Naga People's Movement for Human Rights, and Global Naga Forum. Pongyar MLA Laishio Kaising and Chingai MLA Kasim Vasum also participated at the public meeting. Maremai Baptist Fellowship Pastor Pausuibau Nyumai has urged the authorities concerned to look into the matter of displacing villagers of the Liangmai village called Maremai village in Senapati district owing to assault and vandalism allegedly carried out by NSC and IM in the village. Speaking in this regard, the pastor alleged that NSC and IM cadres of Maram Thangal region came in Maremai village on the morning of March 31st and forced the villagers to leave the village after assaulting them and vandalizing several houses. He further accused the NSC and IM cadres for taking sides on former chairman of Maremai village R.K. Remping, while claiming that the former chairman was removed from the post of chairman by Liangmai tribe for violating Liangmai's customary laws in buying and selling village lands between him and one Lenkomang Chongloi Kuki of Tapho village in Senapati district. Continuing that the displaced villagers have been taking refuge at Thonglang Akutpa village since they were forced to abandon their village, Pausuibau Nyumai urged the authorities concerned to address the grievances of the villagers at the earliest.
MERS da Maram Thangal region na NSN IM moina laaga khoi khundagi khoi bu 4:30 AM ayung ganta da khoi yum na laaga thong gaya ga khoi bu tan thok pire fu su fu bire sa sing mu tan bugum na khoi bu tan bire nongmai ka baga khoi loi na ma bu khund lai gnu haina khoi bu loi na ma bu tan thok pire aduna adudagi khoi chen thok le haira ka hujik Thonglang Akutpa da relief oina khunda khoi lakuna leire thokhiba thodok se amna pen de haibadi khoi pastor fo busu ei busu phajana mo khoi se fubire shor gi ming pai re hairaga jisu christani haina moina panglaw lobase ei yam pen de haibadi pastor fo busu fuba ngamba adugumba government adugumba nation ase karamba nation no kamaina moina tawriba mayam ase yamna chumde haibase haininge moi lakpu matam de khoi su mo khoi request tawbani khoi wari saraga khoi so I quite a gay high hibernate, ya bideta bide, concerned authority in a su, action lobby in the Bugida mark request of Jerry.
Kakching Kaithel Imalup and Kakching Apunbanupiluk representatives have met with the governor to submit memorandum opposing transfer of Kakching SP Priyadarshini Laishram. The organizations also voiced their objection to appointing the current Jiribam SP as her replacement. Following the submission, the representatives addressed the media, highlighting concerns over the frequent transfers of SPs in the district. They stated that such frequent changes have hindered development efforts and disrupted building of smooth rapport between the people of Kakching and the district's law enforcement leadership. They further emphasized that Priyadarshini Laishram's tenure had not even completed 2 months before her transfer order was issued.
Kakching district ki oiba thabak amagi akoigi Kakching gi oiba SP se ngahakta laitana sili sinbagi mathakta khangnage tawanda ama sinba khangnarage tawanda ama sinba akoina handaksu akoigi SPC Priyadarshini haiba madam ama laksai madam si tha ani sudringe da auji jiri da ma si posting kharaga jiri dagi nupa mayang nupani panghan nupani haiba SPC akoi Kakching da thara e haibagi pausi tabadagi akoina hoi chaunaraga Kakching gi miam sina ngahang lega amasin ngahang lega amasin aduna Priyadarshini sakhiba yaroi SP amasisu sangakpa yaroi haina adugi haiba laksabani akoichi governor na akoigi bisin bache tu accept ta hore aduga akoi sukta chalaningte
Jingluk Kundrakpam Mayai Laikai today detained around 20 staffs of Keystone Company, including its supervisor, for allegedly excavating hillsides at several areas adjoining Harauro and Yumnam Kuno. Addressing a press meet held today at Kundrakpam Mayai Laikai, Secretary of Yai Palam Jingluk Tonjam Somorjit asserted that the excavation of hillsides was carried out on the pretext of constructing Imphal Ring Road. Further stating that the company cannot produce relevant documents recommended by government authorities besides officials of Forest Beat at Pangay informing them of having any idea on the matter. Somorjit maintained that the organization will forbid excavation work at the areas. He also urged the government to look into the matter while decrying that government authority often turned a blind eye when influential people illegally carried out excavations of hillsides in the state.
Ayun nungkin kartana gari di adum tauba driver di nungkin taubujin nungdang rest over nungdang rest over jina nungkin tauba sumai taudana continue lebase process khangba ware ngasi matik chadra lambi seida asuk kuina lisang sina chingai ba posina koya se sakare masi nungju pantada kuna kopare nungju pantada akoi prajana waga ba akoi thengnogo awabase masi hojik manipur da person rule lebanina mari lenaba akoi honorable governor gi akoi punin chingchin jage maram asina pithribi gi mufam khodimakta hongai ba environment the climate change ki thengniriba awana gi manam seida supreme court ki phauba athingma leigra poseda matau karamna singi lebak se puri bano haiba posima governor da koi question tawjari aduga asuk chauna ngasi ti son guma taw company mana link road sem na bagi damakta akoi Kundrakpam phau da cheliba Imphal Sekul road ki lambi gi asuk thiraba stage tadi forest kan da khangde ya film jing lok club ki secretary ma hoina akoi forest club ki ba chema thajagare ngasi hoji leba lobum do chalaga akoi maduda environment kam sok ga ba jo koi yemina se ba famje ai thamjari.
Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS also observed World Autism Awareness Day on the theme Advancing Neurodiversity and the UN Sustainable Development Goals at General OPD Complex RIMS Hospital today. Speaking in the program, Director of RIMS Professor G. Sunil Kumar Sharma stressed on the need to address the gap in RIMS when it comes to treatment of autism disorder. He underscored the necessity of establishing a dedicated autism care center while also calling for collaborative efforts to create a supportive environment for affected families. A slideshow on the role of occupational therapists in autism management prepared by the Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation PMR was displayed as part of the observation. Additionally, various departments contributed information, education, and communication materials to enhance public understanding of autism and its management. Speakers emphasized the importance of early diagnosis, timely intervention, and the need for inclusive healthcare services. RIMS continues to advocate for awareness and accessibility, demonstrating its dedication to communities' well-being. Medical Superintendent of RIMS, Professor N. Sanjeev, Head of Psychiatry Department, RIMS, Professor S. Gojendra, Professor R.K. Lenin, along with medical staffs and students of RIMS, attended the observance.
I am confident that with the collective effort of our faculty, staff, and the support of the community, we can establish a world-class autism management center at RIMS. This center will not only provide essential services but also serve as a background for individuals with autism and their families, ensuring they have the opportunity to reach their full potential. Let us embark on this journey together, driven by compassion, guided by expertise, and committed to making a lasting impact on the lives of those we serve. With those words, I thank everyone for joining me here and celebrating these important days for this child who is suffering, and also that child is supposed to give ultimate help to the parents. So let's all work together. Thanks everyone.
Indian Medical Association IMA Manipur State Branch and Indian Psychiatric Society IPS Manipur State Branch jointly observed World Autism Awareness Day at Heritage Hall of IMA in Lamphelpat today. Speaking on the sidelines of the observance, President of IPS Manipur State Branch, Professor K. Shanti Bala, said the program was organized with the aim to raise awareness about autism. She maintained that autism is not a mental illness, but a neurodevelopmental disorder and can be diagnosed as early as 18 months from birth. Children with autism often show problems in maintaining eye contact, difficulties in social communication, interaction, restricted and repetitive behaviors, interests, or activities. Speaking further, Professor K. Shanti Bala informed that 1 in every 68 children is autistic in India and stressed on the need for early detection and early treatment.
Speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, applied behavioral analysis si mayam se koina loina apply to buya aduna angang sing si phajana nganna supportive therapy pi horagadi makoi se full live a full normal life ma leibi yai koi mayum makai pandana ado moi se kha chaur akanda di adulthood yor kan de kharabudi improvement lai laga sum moi se miti na ba yai hek mi ne su haina de ma se yamda hek sakta khan poining ba mi gi nungai taba nungai ba khangdaba body language kya khangdaba mi to atop ki feelings and thinking sisu kya khangande aduna ma friends khara less oi dumaina tawi adubu hoi yum kai pandana dum relation yati haibati leite prevention su aina haijagre angang chamagi manungda amamam di loina dai aduna aina haijaningi singa sigi message da autism haibasi angang chamagi manungda amamam di nai India da angang 68 manungda amamam nai haibasi nganna khangbiragadi nganna recognize oragadi nganna supportive koi treatment lying pathap se koina horagadi angang thinse recover to ba haidi ajana normal life amada function to ba ya.
Laimanai to Kaithel Manvi Road Development Committee has decided to disallow plying of heavy vehicles along Yairipok Azad turning Nongpok Kaithel Manvi road stretch, as the condition of the road remains in a pathetic condition. The decision to prevent heavy vehicles in this road stretch starting from tomorrow was taken during a meeting which was attended by local clubs, Mera Paibi organizations and representatives of Zila Parishad and Gram Panchayat. Speaking to media in this regard, convener of the committee, H. Tomba Sharma, said the condition of the road has worsened as it has not been repaired from a long time. For the safety of people, the committee, along with local clubs, have decided to disallow the entry of loaded trucks and heavy vehicles at this road stretch until relevant authorities starts repair work. He further urged relevant authorities to fix the road stretch at the earliest.
Androken lagi kathema bitu lamnai tu kathema bi ro sa suki matik phatre phatab dur marum orga koi gi maya pai bi amadi club sing sina lambi se sembi na ba committee ma semjai committee di lamnai tu kathema bi road development organization ming tholi aduga ngasai gi masigi ming thombi da lambi se suki matik phatabani na akoi gi lambi phataba sida akoi heavy vehicle haibidi hybra adagi tata loaded tor chatpana marum orga lambi se phataba suki matik henjali maram maduna laiba tang ahum sidagi akoi gi koila ji thadri fawa akoi happy vegan jing je thinjin ba chalhan da ba haina akoi gi organization asina asidagi hauna ware umlongje.
Department of Pediatric and Preventive Dentistry of Dental College Jenims organized a free dental health camp at Kongoi Community Hall of Kakching Waidi, Ideal Youth Association Ward Number 1 today. The camp was organized in connection with World Oral Health Day. A pit and fissure sealants application drive was also conducted as part of the dental camp, which was attended by 150 individuals, including 30 persons from relief camps. Free toothbrush, mouthwash, and medicines were also made available for free of cost during the camp.
Ideal Youth Club free camp plus treatment kharasu yaujai si sinjabani aduga koina awareness program matik amasu yaujagani sisina koina koi rural area da leiba miyam sida koina koi ya sigi matang da koi maru oiba miyam se koina khangan janing bagi damakta koina sidana hasaraga koina kem sinjagani.
Cleaning of Potsangbam Turel, also known as Narkhong Maril in Kha Potsangbam, began today. The cleaning work of the water body, which forms an important site for the villagers of Kha Potsangbam, was taken up by Bazaar Shed and Community Hall Development Committee Kha Potsangbam and villagers of Kha Potsangbam with the help of Bisnupur Assembly Constituency MLA Govindas Konthaujam.
Shembu Kendrigi Oiba Kogi, Honorable Govindas Konthaujamda Koi Kapokshong Yoina, 1 number 7 ga 1 number 8 ga Oiba, Halaman Mayama Digi, Koi Naharan Mayam Tanga Hajadana, Hogiba, Shinyamna Sao Hiva, Aduda, Ako Zoom Tumdana, Awamu Oiva, Aduda, Ako Hajaru Digi, 1 number Ilamusuma, Sabiengi, Ako Naharan Mayam Haja Digi, Pamating, Peter Podigi, Ako Nasi, Torela City and Bahujaragani.
Moving on to national news. Death toll from last week's devastating earthquake in Myanmar has risen to 2,719 and is expected to exceed 3,000, according to country's military leader Min Aung Hlaing. In a televised address, he confirmed that 4,521 people have been injured, while 441 remain missing as rescue operations continue. India has swiftly launched Operation Burma to assist Myanmar with search and rescue efforts, humanitarian aid, disaster relief and medical assistance. The Indian Army's field hospital has treated 104 patients, including 2 major surgeries, while National Disaster Response Force NDRF teams have recovered 16 bodies so far. The Indian Air Force has deployed 6 aircrafts, delivering 625 metric tons of humanitarian assistance and disaster relief HADR material, while 5 Indian naval ships have transported additional aid. The first IAF aircraft carrying 16 tons of relief supplies landed at Mandalay Airport, while the aid was received by Lieutenant General Myo Mo Ong and other Myanmar officials. Further strengthening relief efforts, INS Gharial departed from Visakhapatnam port on Monday, carrying 442 metric tons of food supplies, including 405 metric tons of rice, 30 metric tons of cooking oil, 5 metric tons of biscuits, and 2 metric tons of instant noodles to meet the immediate needs of affected communities in Myanmar. Moving on to sports. TBSFA Taubungkok and Kaisamthong FC won their respective matches in the ongoing 23rd Challenge Cup Veteran Football Tournament 2025 being held at SAI NERC ground Takyel today. In a Group A clash today, TBSFA Taubungkok defeated Taubal FC 4-0. Meanwhile, in Group B match, Kaisamthong FC beat Rainbow FC Khamnam Lairak 4-0. In the next matches tomorrow, Thangmaiban FC will play EMVFC Lamlai, while VFC Singjamai will take on Friendship NFC Ningombo. Now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Lamphelpat, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 30.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 17.0 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 82% in the morning and 35% in the evening. And before we wrap up the news, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Ministry of Home Affairs calls meeting of Kuki and Meitei communities for the first time in New Delhi on April 5 to find an end to the ongoing conflict. NPP leader Yumnam Joykumar questions the government why massive rallies allowed, withdrawing commandos from Churachandpur and letting free hands to village volunteers. Uripok Apunbalup demands clarification from NPP leader Yumnam Joykumar over remarks on social media about Meitei community and village volunteers. Manipur has been a dumping ground for refugees since the beginning, leading to demographic changes, asserts ex-Chief Minister N. Biren. MPCC Chief Spokesperson Hareshwar Goswami urges delimitation process based on accurate census data. Manipur closes financial year 2024-25 with improved fiscal health, plans stronger economic push in 2025-26. Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh announces government making efforts to enhance quality of government schools, bringing them on par with private institutions starting this year. That is all the news we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News. Have a good night.